Welcome to Walk Off Wednesday. I am your new host, Taylor Holleman, and this is episode 4. Joined by always, Coach O'Brien.
Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is a fun opportunity and looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So, coming off a week of your California trip, what adjustments did you look to make?
Yeah, so like we mentioned in the last episode, I thought the California trip was a very successful trip. We spent the week, kind of gearing up. Offensively, it was kind of just, continuing to do what we did those last couple games, which we had a lot of success there, was just getting guys on base and kind of causing chaos, and we swung it really well. And then, I think from a defensive and pitching standpoint, number one thing we talked about was just getting back to being who we are on the mound. And I thought our guys had really good bullpens and prep work leading up to it. We were really doing a good job attacking the zone. And defensively, we're just the motto of just take care of the baseball. And I think we saw some strides leading into, Florida here. Okay,
yeah, like you said, that leads to Florida here coming this week. And what does that schedule look like for you?
Yeah, so Florida, we're going down there for 8 days. We're playing 10 varsity games and 2 varsity reserve games. And it's just, a great opportunity to play a bunch of different teams from across the United States here. And the best part of that, too, is a lot of different styles that you see. So you kind of prepares you for the conference season in terms of just, different types of teams you're going to play.
Nice. So you don't see those teams really, so is that just kind of going in and playing them? Do you get a little bit of a scout on them, or how does that look?
Yeah, we get a little time to, we have a little scouting service that we work with, so we get a little bit of kind of like stats of what tendencies and things like that they do, and, my assistant coaches, Harry Ballantyne and Mason Rapp, do a really good job just kind of ciphering through that and seeing what kind of important information that we can use kind of preparing for those teams. But a lot of it, too, is just, staying true to who you are as a team and concentrating on what you do really well and playing your style.
Absolutely. So what are you looking forward to the most seeing out of your team this week?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is, like we mentioned, just the amount of games you get to play in 1 week. For our team, it's getting a lot of guys playing time, right? It's giving them opportunity to go down there and, kind of show us, all the work they put in. And, I think it's starting to gain some momentum as you go into, the conference season. So it's another evaluation week as well. And then the other thing, too, is, we stay at a condo down there. So, our guys are in just different houses staying together. So it's a lot of fun watching their relationships kind of grow. We have them grocery shop, so it's fun hearing just the different types of meals that they cook together and things like that. So it's just a really big growth week for our team in general.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll take a quick break and be back with Ryan McGie. Welcome back to Walk Off Wednesday. I'm joined now with Ryan McGie. Maybe you just want to introduce yourself real quick?
Yeah, my name's Ryan McGie. I'm 21 years old. I'm from Hopkins, Minnesota, and then I went to North Iowa Area Community College the last 2 years.
Awesome. So now you're coming back from that California trip where you've been in a lot of big spots so far, batting third in the order, starting on the mound a game. What's that transition been like for you?
It's been awesome for me. Just having a lot of good guys around me in the lineup and on the mound puts a lot of guys in great spots to succeed.
Awesome. And then what is it like being a part of a game where you score 21 runs on offense? That has to be pretty fun.
Yeah, it is fun. Seeing a lot of guys do some great things out there. Owen Dylong had a great game that game. Ben Muser had a great game. Ethan Schmitz. So it's great to see a lot of guys have some good games.
Nice. And like I mentioned, you started on the mound and helped the Cougars collect a win to get to 2-2 that last game. And now you head to Florida. So what's kind of your expectations for yourself and the team?
We expect to do great down in Florida, pick up a lot of wins, play some great teams. But we know who we are, and we know that we can, any day of the week, compete with anybody.
Awesome. Now we'll have a little fun here now. You guys like to play a game on your team called Most Likely, where you do some questions and then give some answers on who's most likely to do some stuff. So my question for you is, who is most likely to get lost in an airport of your teammates?
Oh, that's a great question. We got a couple guys I could say here, but I'm going to go with Jacob Tobertoffer and Trevor Mon.
Perfect. And why is that for those two?
If you know him, you would probably agree with me. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us, Ryan. We'll be right back with Walk Off Wednesday with Owen Dylong. Welcome back to Walk Off Wednesday. I am now joined with Owen Dylong. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Owen, you had your season cut short last year, unfortunately, with an injury, and had to watch part of the season. But now, the season started down in California. You got off to a hot start, batting .429, 600 on-base percentage, and going 3 for 3 in steals. What was that like getting back out there?
Yeah, it was awesome being able to compete again and just be out there with my teammates and obviously enjoy the nice California weather. So that's always a plus. So, yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, with all that early success and having to watch last year, so what do you think contributed to having such a hot start this year?
Yeah, I think, last year was really tough, and the road to recovery was a little longer than I'd hoped for. And then the first games I got to play were in summer ball last year, and it was really tough, but I played summer ball in Omaha last year, and I had great teammates around me. Brecken Sylvain, Josh Osen, Ty Beasley. They were all huge supporters of me coming back, and Ty Beasley would help me get my swing back and work with me in the cages and on our downtime. And he works hard, and it helps me work hard. So I attribute a lot of my success to him. And then obviously my coaches, Coach OB and Coach B, they always just give me the confidence to believe in myself, and that's kind of the way I've been feeling lately. So.
Yeah, that's a great support system for sure. So now we head down to Florida later this week. And what's kind of the expectations for yourself and the team?
Yeah, we didn't start off the year too hot with being 0-2, but we kind of kicked it into gear the last couple of games in California. So I think just kind of continuing to keep it rolling, and once the pitching and defense and hitting all come together, I think we're a pretty dangerous team. So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So now, to my understanding, you guys will be staying in condos and having to cook for yourselves down there, which can be interesting. So my question to you is, who on the team do you think is the best cook, and maybe someone that kind of struggles cooking some food?
So, best cook, I'm gonna have to go with McGie. He stayed at my house over winter break this last winter, and we'd always cook breakfast in the mornings, and he's pretty good. So I'm gonna give it to him, and then worst cook has to be Brady Kenning. You just know if you met Brady. That's just kind of guy he is. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us, and that will wrap it up for Walk Off Wednesdays. You can follow Cougar Baseball on the Minnesota Morris Cougar website, and as long as they're also their Twitter page.